I'm dialing. All right. Sunny 104.5. Wilmington's 80s, 90s, and today. Now, who we calling? Who's this?
Scott Maxwell.
Oh, yes, right. Scott.
I am such a geek wannabe. I wish I was smart enough to be a geek because this is like the Olympics for me. I wish I was as talented. I wish I was as smart as Scott.
So you're going to live through the eyes of a rocket scientist?
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
He works for NASA. And
JPL,
he's actually
Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
One of the drivers.
Yes, he is, of the Rover.
And
Curiosity, who has just landed not long ago.
Agreed to chat with us. And, okay, all right, I think it's ringing, I think.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, hi, Scott.
Hi, is this Sheila?
It sure is. Also, Craig Thomas on the line.
Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Nice to talk to both of you. Good morning.
All right.
Are you up and about, ready and revving to go?
Absolutely. For you guys, anything.
Oh, I love it. This is our local boy from Rocky Mount. I have to tell you, when I first discovered you, I had no idea that you were from North Carolina. Like, totally clueless.
Yeah, well, I grew up there. I was born in Florida, but moved to Rocky Mount a few months later, and lived there until I was about 10 years old or so. And then my mom moved back to Florida, and after that I kind of shuffled back and forth between Florida and North Carolina. And actually did my undergraduate work. Both got my undergraduate degrees in computer science and English at the at East Carolina University.
ECU.
Yeah, baby.
Well, you are the best thing to come out of Rocky Mount since Hardee's.
There you go.
Wow, that's a compliment indeed.
Well, now remember, you're talking to us ungeekified, unintelligent science folks, so except for Craig, of course.
And we have some great questions from some unintelligent people, too. but we also some very good questions, too.
We do. I mean, there's so many of them, one of which is how does one drive a Rover? Is it like playing Xbox?
That would be phenomenal. I would really love that if somebody would just hand me a video game controller and I could push forward on the joystick and the Rover would go and let go and the Rover would stop. That would make my life so much simpler. And the reason that we can't do that is light time delays. Mars and Earth are so far apart in the night sky. They're actually 4 light minutes apart. Indeed, the fastest anything can travel, including a signal from my joystick, is at the speed of light. So if I push forward on even the best case scenario, if I push forward on my joystick, it's 4 minutes later, and that signal leaves my joystick right away going to the Rover. It's 4 minutes later before that signal gets to the Rover and tells it to go. The Rover just doesn't know that I push forward on my joystick for 4 minutes. And then if the Rover starts going and starts sending me back data right away saying, okay, I'm going, it's 4 minutes after that before the signal makes it back to Earth.
So 8 minutes?
Just imagine trying to drive your car with that kind of light time delay, right? You look out the back window, there's nobody coming, everything's fine. You step on the gas, and then your car doesn't move for 4 minutes. And then when your car does start to move, you don't know about it because your windshield doesn't update for 4 minutes after that, right? That would be what it would be like to try to drive the Rovers with a joystick. And remember, that's the best case scenario. That's as good as it gets. The worst case scenario is when Earth and Mars are as far apart as they get in the night sky on opposite sides of the sun, and then that one-way light time delay goes up from 4 minutes to 20 minutes. So that's completely unworkable.
So how do you do it? How do you drive it?
Well, we take advantage of the fact that the rovers have to shut down for the Martian night anyway. In Curiosity's case, it's because when the sun goes down, the temperature goes way down. And if we wanted to do operations at night, by the time we heated up the motors enough that we would be able to do anything, we wouldn't have enough energy left over to actually do anything. So instead, the sun goes down on Mars, and the rover goes to sleep for the Martian night. And I and my team take pictures and data and stuff that it sends back, put that in a video game world that works on our Linux workstations, and then spend the Martian night planning out the rover's entire next Martian day. And when the sun comes up, the rover wakes up and we send it all its commands for the day. Essentially what we're doing is we're emailing it its commands for the day. And the rover spends its entire day collecting out those commands and then emails us back the results of what it did the Martian night. So we're basically planning out one day for the rover every Martian night.
Not to mention, when daylight savings time occurs. I mean, that requires a rocket scientist for me to set my clocks.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much. I tell you what, we've got so many questions that we've collected from our listeners and some of our own that he's agreed to be with us for the rest of the week.
Awesome.
Through the show, we'll have a question or two daily in his spare time.
I love it.
He's the busy one for sure. Like having our own connection to the stars.
I
you
know, right?
Yeah. Now, this is the kind of guy we should see on Dancing with the Stars. No one's more of a
Scott,
star.
tell me you don't have 2 left feet because I'm ready to see you strut your stuff, my friend.
Tell you
Did
what,
I mention that he is so stinking cute and adorable, too? He's on our Facebook page. I posted just how handsome he is.
I'll tell you what, we'll keep talking to him, and we'll put the complete interview or conversation with him from this morning on the website.
Oh, yeah.
As well.
From beginning to end.
You're going to see and hear the entire conversation. But stay tuned through the week. We'll be asking them your questions right here on the Craig and Sheila Show on Sunny 104.5.
Sunny 104.5.